Hi guys, welcome to Chris Scriven Success, Coaching and Consulting. This is part 4 of my 7-part video series on our mind's higher faculties. In this video, we're going over the imagination. Napoleon Hill, the author of the fantastic book, Think and Grow Rich, he once said, "The imagination is the most marvellous, miraculous, inconceivably powerful force that the world has ever known. The imagination." Did you know that everything around you in the world that mankind has ever created was first created in someone's mind? Look around your home, look around your place of work. Look at all the amazing things that are there to make your life better. They were first created in someone's mind, using their imagination. It's like the great painter from the 18th century said, Vincent van Gogh. He said, "I dream my painting and then I paint my dream." You know, that's exactly how it works. The Wright brothers, I talked about them in another video. They weren't scientists, they weren't aeronautical engineers, they were bicycle mechanics. Where do you think they ever got the idea that they could fly? They used their imagination. They built a fantasy in their mind of them doing it. One was quoted on saying to the other, "I can see us up there, brother, I can see us up there." They built a fantasy and then they started adding ideas to it and they turned it into a theory. And they thought, maybe we can do this. And then in 1903, they turned that theory into a fact and they flew. You know, this is something that all highly successful people do. They build in their mind an image of the person that they want to be, the life that they really want to enjoy, and then they act that part. You know, the me I see is the me I'll be. The trouble is, most people, they're really using their imagination in the wrong way. They're focusing on all the bad things in their life, the things they don't want. And you know, where focus goes, energy flows. So they're just going to get more of that. And when you give energy to an idea, that idea grows in your mind, and it just grows and grows, and you come up with so many different ways of things, everything to go wrong. It just makes you feel so bad and unhappy. You really don't want to do that. You want to think of all the good in your life. You want to let your imagination soar. You want to think of all the cans and not the can'ts. You want to lift the lid off your mind and your imagination. You want to go and think, what do I really want? Have you ever asked yourself that? Who do I want to be? What do I really want to get out of my life? You're not going to let outside circumstances dictate this. You're not thinking of what you think you can do or what you've done in the past. We're talking about wants. What do you really want? Build an image in your mind of the life that you would love to enjoy. Use your imagination. Let it soar. Just, what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? How big would you dream? That's what we're talking about here. You want to take time every single day to dream, to exercise your imagination. And that's how you do it. You dream. How would you want to live? Take some time every day and just think, how do I want to live? Who do I want to be? And then do your best to act that part. You're not going to let things around you hold you back. You're not going to even use your senses. You're just going to hold that image in your mind and live that life. You think that the Wright brothers were being realistic when they said they were going to fly? Their dad was a bishop in a church, and he told them that they were going to burn in hell for even suggesting that they could fly. You don't have to be realistic or logical. It's okay to, it's just a fantasy. That's where everything starts, is a fantasy. The camera I'm filming this on started as a fantasy. Someone built a fantasy in their mind, they started adding ideas to it and turned it into a theory. And now, here I'm filming this video and you're watching it on this screen. We couldn't always do this. Do you know, as children, we have such brilliant imaginations. We are so creative. You know, we can come up with so many vivid ideas in our minds. And when we get to school, the teachers are like, "Oh, stop daydreaming." And we grow up and that's exactly what happens. We have to grow up. And we get told, "Oh, you don't talk about that. You have to be realistic. That's not logical to think you can do that." The Wright brothers weren't scientists. They weren't aeronautic engineers. They were bicycle mechanics. They weren't being logical. But they did something that changed the entire world. And one of them was actually quoted on saying that there would never be a plane that could fly from New York to Paris because the engines would burn out. So they didn't even know what was possible. Now you can fly halfway around the world in less than a day, and you can go to bed, and in the morning you can get up and they give you breakfast. Imagine what's possible. Use your imagination. Be like a little child. When you're a child, anything is possible. You can be whatever you want. Anything is possible. Do you know the only thing that's changed since then is you've grown up, you've gotten older. The world hasn't changed. Just how you look at the world has changed. Anything is still possible. You can do anything you want. Be like a child. This is Chris Scriven. Thanks for watching this. I'll see you soon.